good preparation of the paint. So that's very important to prepare the surface.
Yeah.
We are using our compound for it. This is the normally the cooking power 3000, and the finish is the 12,000, which we are using for hologram free finish. You can help me.
Okay.
Don't use too much. Low speed. You see, product is very easy to use, very light working, good lubrication.
It's amazing, just a few drops, I can go for so long. The lubrication, the oil base, lubricates the pad as you go and makes buffing so easy. It's just a straight through, there's no dryness, there's no spots, it's just a straight through blend. But these are very important steps to clean the surface prior of applicating the ceramic guard.
So you see it, the lux, the paint is very deep, hologram free, easy to remove. So this is the most important thing, prepare the paint to the best condition you can find. That's the first step. The second step is clean up the paint with the panel spray.
Yep, this is a panel spray specially designed to clean the surface prior of the application of the ceramic guard. It's also very important to make sure to ensure that the surface is free of any contamination prior of applying the ceramic guard. The ceramic guard, once it's applied, is there forever, and therefore we need to ensure that the surface is absolutely clean prior of applying the ceramic guard.
How is it?
Good.
It works. This is the product. We applicate it by this applicator.
Yep.
Shaking. And wet the sponge as much as possible. Don't do it above the paint, just near the close. So make it completely wet, Ellen, that's very important.
Yep.
So full wet.
Just to understand, this is a silicon carbon based ceramic protection. It's not the old silicon dioxide. It's a completely different product. The difference between a silicon carbon and the silicon oxide, the silicon oxide often over time loses evaporation about 30% to the environment, where the silicon carbon does not reduce or loses of its thickness to the environment over maybe 10 years, probably about 5% only. As you can see, this is just wiped over like so. But we have to understand also, once the silicon carbon or silicon ceramic applied to the panel, it's there forever to stay. It will not go away unless you buff it out or send it back for repainting. But you also notice that the application, it was done in a parallel order, and then it was a horizontal order, just to ensure that every part of the vehicle or the panel was being covered well. But there's also one important factor to know. Applying the ceramic guard on the panel is going to exacerbate the gloss, the vibrant to the color. But if there's any imperfection on the surface, we'll also do the same to the imperfection areas. So we need to ensure to make sure the surface is absolutely free of contamination and a nice clean surface.
Give it 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes to dry. Not longer, that's enough. And then start using two cloths.
Two cloth wiping process is very important. So one, begin to take the worst off, and the other one to ensure that the surface is completely dry. Like so. Just a reminder, once you apply the silicon, the silicon carbon based ceramic protection, the difference is this gives you much more flexibility than the existing one, and it's also scratch resistant. So you're not likely to scratch the car as you clean it or anything like that. It protects the surface completely. The ceramic guard offers an ultimate protection to the surface, including insects and all sorts of stuff will not stick on the car. After this application has been done, nothing will stick onto the car. And water will just drain straight off. Now, after application, you can put water on the product 1 hour after application, or immediately, even sometimes. However, for the full product to fully cure, you would require about 24 hours. And we always recommend minimum 2 weeks before you wash the car with any type of chemicals. But one thing to understand, this ceramic guard now is on the car forever. Nothing will stick onto the car. No insects, no water, no dirt. And I don't see you, you're laughing, but...
Why? I like it. You see the gloss?
Now the difference is, the ceramic guard also gives a lot of vibrance to the color. I mean, you can see the color is much more deeper. And often now we put this tape there just to show you later the difference between the surface being done with ceramic guard and the one that hasn't been done with ceramic guard. And I'm sure Johan's going to show us that. He's going to help you do that for us. As you can see, the preparation to apply the ceramic guard is quite pedantic, but the ceramic guard application itself is quite easy. Now there's a masking tape there right in the middle, and we'll clean that for you. And if you look carefully, you can see the difference in the vibrance of the color and how deep it is. If you come close, and I've got the light there, and you can see the difference in the depths of the color. See the difference? It's quite obvious, isn't it? The ceramic guard gives the color much more vibrancy and much more deeper. Is that it?
That was it.
We're going to put water on it?
Easy job. Easy and quick, right?
Can we put water on it now?
Of course.
Okay. I'm trying to put water on it.
Now wait a little. Now you can put, do it.
So you can
A little
see,
bit too quick. Normally you have to wait 1 hour, but you can.
yeah, normally we recommend at least an hour to prior putting water on it, but I can't resist. See the water, how it drains straight off? Look at it, runs away. And there's one factor as well, and I'm sure, look at the water on that surface, look at the water on this surface. I mean, under microscopic, you need to have a really close look to look at the water bubble itself, how it's really perfect circle on this end, it's not circle on this end. Because the water, little bubble sitting on the surface, is preparing to move, so it gets wider. Where on this end here, it's not get stuck, so it's give you a perfect shape of roundness, if you have a look carefully. Thank you very much.